Hello, welcome everybody, welcome. This is going to be a reading for June 24th to July 4th of 2024. This is going to be a reading for Virgo, and the reading that I'm going to say is, it says, choose duties and responsibilities carefully. Eclipse in Virgo, reorganization. So we're going to look at that from the reading. Basically it's going to be see how it is and what's going on and how it is, because this is what it seems to be. And there are times where we need to acknowledge our own way and, considering our options and whatever. And this is a truth of how it is, right? This is not a truth reorganization, like reconciliation, whatever it is. But this is what it seems to be. Like, I know that Virgos are out there who are being nice and maybe they're kind of strange or whatever. But this is how it is. So I will look at the readings just to see what's going on. And this is how it seems to be. I will read the Oracle card last of it. And this is how it seems to be, because in order to face our own facts and our own fears and our own discipline, we always know about that. And truth, it is what truth does, right? And the point being is that we need to have our own strong character to understand what's going on. Roles can be reversed and roles can be upright, whatever it is, what the reading is. But the point being is that this is what it seems to be. This is how it's going to be. This is how it's going to promote. And whatever it seems to be. Like, we have to have our own process and acknowledge it, and we have to see it as it goes by. It's the way of knowing it. So you have to provide of how it is in one way or another. Okay? Now, about this reading, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to do basically maybe a 3-card spread, maybe a 2-card spread, maybe a 1-card spread, whatever it is. But this is just how it seems to be. I might be doing a Celtic Cross reading, because it will be very promoting of how it is, right? And it seems to be very interesting of how it goes, right? Because we have to believe about what's going on, because we have to see it as we go along and believe in how it seems to be, and knowing that this is just how it is. But this is just a reading. This is how it's going to be, right? So, this is what's going on, right? So it seems to be how it is and how it's going to be. And it seems to be how it's going to be, knowing what to do, right? So I will do a Celtic Cross reading for Virgo, because this is what's going to be remaining, and this is what's going on, because truth be told, that this is just how it seems to be, because this is how it is. It's one way or another to accept of how we are as people, and we have to acknowledge that to see how it seems to be, because there is a way of knowing what to do. And this is how it seems to be, because this is what it is. It's the way of acknowledging, and it's the same as it goes along. This is what it remains, and this is how it is. So I'm going to tell you this, and I hope that this will be remembering, be very simple, and here it is. Alright. So basically for you, Virgo, we have a certainty about, you have the Page of Cups is upright, you have the Seven of Cups is upright, you have the World that's between upright, reversed on one way or another, and you have the King of Swords between upright and reversed at the same time. This is what is going on. This is what remains. And this is what a Celtic reading is. Now, the point being is that this is what it is. This is like a monologue, and this is what it seems to be, right? So you have to remember that this is just how the reading goes. It's the way how it seems to be. It's the way of how you can do it, as long as it needs to. And it's the way of providing with your own ability to understand, you have to use your sensitivity. So I'm going to see what's going on between the Page of Cups. I'm going to clarify that. I'll clarify the other side of the Page of Cups. So this is going to be the left side, the right side, in the middle. I'm going to clarify lots of things that are going on, but this is just how it seems to be. So we're going to start with these tarot cards. There's a lot of tarot cards that I'm going to. This is the Oracle card I'm going to read last. So this is kind of interesting of how it goes. So I'm just going to how it seems to be. So let's clarify the Page of Cups for Virgo. So we have the Chariot that's reversed, followed by the Three of Pentacles upright, and the Tower that's upright. Okay, so the point being is that this is how it seems to be. Knowing that this is just how it is, you are into a third party. You're into that promotion of how it seems to be, because you're promoting, okay? And promoting is like you need to know your own talents, your own desires. You know how it is. You have transformation. You have a third party. This is how it seems to be, okay? So I'm just going to clarify. This is the left side. The right side is over here, so we're going to clarify more, okay? So it's just how the reading goes. So this is how it seems to be. So what's the opposite of the Tower for Virgo? So let's see what's going on. So we have the Seven Pentacles upright, and we have the World that's upright for completion. Okay, so both worlds you have basically the world here and the world here. They're both completion. It's the way of how processed and how I acknowledged it, the way of how it seems to be. This is the way of how processing it is. This is how it is. It's not like bilingual, it's not bisexual, it's not how it is, because you're in a third party. It could be a man or woman situation, you're talking about something, you're talking about maybe others, maybe you're looking at your career, maybe you are focusing about having that completion of how everything is, You have to have a step-by-step situation. And when you have that, you have to acknowledge what you're going to be doing now, because now it seems to be, right? You seem that everything is all kind of a get-go situation, right? It's the way of knowing what to do. So let's see. So I'm still going to clarify between the left side over here. So I'm going to clarify that. So we have the Knight of Swords reversed, followed by the Nine of Swords is upright, followed by the Star that's reversed. Yeah, okay, so basically it means that you're not wishing upon something. There are things that you're trying to remember, trying to discover, trying to look at things from a point of view. What's opposite about the Seven of Pentacles? Alright, the Page of Swords reversed, and you have the King of Wands reversed. Yeah, see, it's the way of having perception, because there's one way or another to look at it from a different point of view, right? Because you see that. You see how it's kind of strange. It's the way of how to understand of how it is and who you are and what's going on, because you see that, right? You see how everything remains. Okay, so tell me what's going on here. One more. So let's see. What's opposite about the Knight of Swords? So we have the Two of Cups reversed. Wow. Followed by the Page of Wands is upright. Oh wow. We have the Ace of Wands reversed. The Six of Cups is upright. And we have the, I think it's the Empress or the, let's see. Yeah, the Empress. So we have the Empress that's reversed here. So you have the Ace of Wands that's reversed, and then you have the Two of Cups reversed. Because there's no friendships, or you were in a relationship or something. The Ace of Wands kind of represents where you're having a new beginning, something like that, but this is how it seems to be. So I can try to see that as your own reflection. So tell me what's the opposite of the Two of Cups. So you have the Knight of Wands reversed. Interesting. Now you have the Temperance card that's upright. Okay. The Fool that's reversed. Seven of Cups is upright. Okay, because there's a Seven of Cups here, there's a Seven of Cups here. Alright, so you're focusing on that. So you have the Four of Wands reversed. Opposite that one. Oh wow. So you have the Three of Pentacles reversed. Opposite. The Judgment reversed. So you're not being judged. You're not being judged. Opposite. One more, please. The Lovers that's reversed. So it's kind of like you're trying to promote about how it is. You're promoting your own life. Like you're promoting that your life is for sale or something. I don't know, but it's a funny feeling because that's how it is, right? Because you're looking at this, right? You're looking at it as a time frame, as a time quest. You know what I mean? It's the way of how it is. It's the way of how everything goes. Because in my circumstances, it's the way of how it seems to be. You know, because you need that fair based. You need to look at it from a different way. In order to do something, you have to believe about how it is, because you look at this and you think, okay, everything's fine, everything's dandy. But then not necessarily, because, you know, everything has to be all, you know, how it is, right? Because everything has to be all connected. It's the way of knowing what to do, because you have to look at this and say, am I doing this right? Am I doing this wrong? Because, you know, the Temperance is saying that you know the truth and nothing else but the truth, you know. You see about what's going on, right? So you could be dealing with another, you know, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. You could be dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You know, so you have water energy, you have fire energy, you have these kind of mixtures of energies, right? So it's kind of like that, in that balanced, right? Because you know how it is. Let's see of how it is. Because we're not going to be seeing what the universe is saying yet, but I know for a fact it will be in time. Because I want to see what's going on, because I'm still focusing on how the left side is compared to the right side. Now, don't get confused, okay, Virgo? Don't get confused, because it's the way of how it is. So, I'm going to give 3 cards on the left side, and I'll give 3 cards in the right side, and maybe 1 card in the middle. Maybe that could work, okay? So you have the 8 of Swords is upright because there's anxiety. I just said that, okay? So you have anxiety. You have the Knight of Pentacles upright because there's trust. I just said that earlier. Okay? And then you have basically, you have the Queen of Cups reversed because there's no empathy. Okay? So we're going to clarify that card as well. Now, on the right side, we have the ability to know, like, of the 2 cards. So we have the Knight of Swords is upright because there's drama. Yeah, because this is how it is, right? Then you have basically the Temperance card because you have healing. Okay, so the Temperance card, from this Temperance card and this Temperance card, you have healing because of how it is about your life is happening and whatever, right? And I'm saying that your life is for sale or something like that, right? I know it doesn't make any sense, but in that way, in that terms, it's the way of how it is. It's a reflection of knowing what to do. Want to see what's over here, please. This is Cups reversed because there's no past. Well, the 6 Cups that you had earlier, you had the past. Now you don't have a past because you're not thinking about it, right? But we're going to still clarify, because I'm going to clarify the reverse cards of these 2, because this is how it seems to be. Because in that note, it's the way of knowing what to do, right? And for you, Virgo, you need to pay attention to understand about how it is because of how it remains. So I want to see how this card is. This card is, so you have the 6 of Swords is upright, yeah. And then you have the Knight of Pentacles is upright as well. See, now we know that you're dealing with another, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You could be dealing with another Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Like, you can easily deal with another, whatever you decide to do, right? Because you have anxiety, trust on this side. On your right side, you have drama, healing on this side, right? So there's that conquest of knowing what to do because you have that base. It's the way of how it is. It's the way of divine timing, right? So I want to see what's the opposite. So what's going on for Virgo between June 24th to July 4th of 2024. So I'm going to see this card and see this card. So you have the 10 of Wands reversed because there's no burdens. Okay. Followed by the Knight of Cups is upright because there's fulfillment. Yeah, because you want your life to be fulfilled, right? It's the way of how it is. Let's see what that one is. 4 of Cups upright because there's a distraction. Yeah, see. So the point being is that in this play-by-play situation, this is how it is. This is what's going on because the universe is saying that there was something that was happening. It's the dramatizing. It's the way of how it is. It's reflections. It's the ability to know what's right and what's wrong. It's the way of how to proceed. Because believe me, okay, everything has to be how it is, right? Because in that way, that this is just how it goes. Because you have to remember that this is just like divine timing. Now, Virgo, you have to get yourself a grip here. Pay attention to understand what's going on. If you have your anxiety, trust, distraction, and then on your other side you have drama, healing, fulfillment. All those words I just said. You have to pay attention to understand what's going on, because this is the way of knowing what to do. If you think that this is biological estimation of how everything is, you have to know exactly what I'm talking about. Your life is on the line here. Your life is for sale. I don't know. But you have to remember that this is just how it is. If you promote yourself, if you try to do whatever you decide to do, think about it. Think about what's going on in your way. Think about how life is going to turn around in one way or another. You know, you have to believe about how it is. You have to know what's going on, because this is just the reading here. This is just how it is. You know, and this is what it is. It's divine timing. It's the one of how it is. It's the way of how it seems to be. You have to remember to believe on how it is. Seeing is believing. Believing is seeing. That's all you can do. But in order to do that, you have to remember to believe that you can do it. Knowing that you can do it, but you have to believe that. In order to do something, you have to put yourself out there and put yourself into perspective to know what's going on from right and wrong. You know, that's how it is. I'm not being mean, I'm not being rude. I'm just telling you what the reading is. This is what it seems to be. So this is how it's going to be. This is what's going on. So this is how it is. I will do what the universe is going to say here. Because this is the worst case. Like, I'm not going to say this is going to be the worst case scenario, but I want to see what's going on because of how divine timing is and what's going on here, because this is what's happening. So I'm just going to see between the left side here and the right side. I'm going to clarify. I'll put one card here in the middle, one card here, and then one card in the middle as well. Okay, so we don't know what these cards are, but let's see. So you have the Ace of Wands is upright because I just said that you're going to have a new beginning. Okay, so you're going to have that. In the middle, you have the Seven of Pentacles that's reversed because you already had your career, but now you don't need to reflect on it. And the Empress that's reversed. Okay, so this is what it seems to be. So this is how it's going to be because this is what's going on. Okay, so you have the way of how it goes. Now, the universe is saying something because this is what's going on. Now, while I'm talking about the universe here, what I just did with these cards, I'll do with these as well because I want to know. So I'm going to see what's going on. And then I'll do the Oracle card as well. So let's see. So you have the Six of Swords reversed because there's no movement. Earlier you had movement, now you're not. Five of Cups reversed because there's no grief. And yeah, the Eight of Wands is upright because there's speed. Okay, so I know how that is. Alright. Tell me something. What's the opposite? Oh. The Emperor and the... Oh, wow. And the Four of Swords were upright, so for recuperation. Okay, so I'll put the Four of Swords here. And I have the Emperor that's for structure. So the point being is that in this situation of how this is going to be promoting you, Virgo, you have to look at all of this, okay? Now this is what the reading is, because now you have the recuperation, structure, speed, fulfillment, distraction, anxiety, trust, And then you have the Knight of Swords that I just said earlier. So you have basic drama and you have healing. All those words. Okay? So basically when you have all those, this is how it seems to be. So I'm going to read you basically the way of how it goes. I hope that this reading will help you, and I hope it seems to be. So let's see what this oracle reading for you Virgo is. Take a moment. It says stop. Now is not the time to rush into the decision you are about to make. Before the important decision is made, take a moment to pause and quiet your mind so that you can ask your soul for guidance before you act or move forward. Yes, so it means take the moment. Take a moment and just breathe and then meditate. That's all you can do, because this is the way of how it goes. This is how it seems to be. This is just the way it is, because this is what's going on. So I hope that this reading helps you understand how it is, understand how it remains, and I hope that this video will give you that inspiration. So give it a like, give it a comment, and have a good time. Enjoy. So see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye for now. Really, bye.